Welcome to Actors Are Born, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of the lives and careers of the biggest movie stars. Today, our journey takes us to Hollywood to tell the story of an icon of our time, a man who has defined his generation with talent, determination, and a commitment that goes far beyond the big screen. We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio's story begins in Los Angeles on November 11, 1974. His very name seems to be an omen of his artistic destiny. It is said that his mother, Ermeline, chose it while she was pregnant, admiring a work by Leonardo da Vinci at the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, and felt her son kick for the first time. From a young age, his destiny seemed linked to art. Raised in a creative environment, DiCaprio took his first steps into the world of entertainment as a child, appearing in commercials and television series. But it was 1993 that marked his dazzling arrival on the film scene. At just 19 years old, he delivered a masterful performance in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, playing Arnie, a boy with an intellectual disability. His portrayal was so authentic and moving that it earned him his first Oscar and Golden Globe nominations, immediately projecting him among the most promising young actors of his generation. The 1990s solidified his fame. He became the idol of millions of teenagers with roles in films like Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet, a bold and modern reinterpretation of the Shakespearean classic. But global consecration arrived in 1997 with James Cameron's Titanic. The film was an unprecedented cultural phenomenon, and his role as Jack Dawson transformed him into an international superstar, a symbolic face of late millennium cinema. However, DiCaprio immediately showed that he did not want to rest on the image of a simple romantic idol. He tenaciously sought roles that would challenge him as an actor, that would allow him to explore the depths of the human psyche. This search led him to one of the most important professional encounters of his life, that one with director Martin Scorsese. Together, they created an extraordinary artistic partnership, making masterpieces such as Gangs of New York, The Aviator, for which he won his first Golden Globe, The Departed, Shutter Island, and The Wolf of Wall Street. With Scorsese, DiCaprio had the opportunity to play complex, tormented, and often ambiguous characters, demonstrating an uncommon maturity and acting versatility. His career is a succession of courageous choices and collaborations with the greatest contemporary directors, from Christopher Nolan in Inception to Quentin Tarantino in Django Unchained and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which earned him another Oscar nomination. Every one of his performances is an event. But the biggest challenge, the one that earned him his definitive consecration, came with The Revenant by Alejandro González Iñárritu. His portrayal of the explorer Hugh Glass, in a physically grueling and rarely intense performance, finally allowed him to hold the coveted Oscar statuette for Best Actor in his hands in 2016 after 5 nominations. Beyond his undeniable talent, Leonardo DiCaprio is a man deeply committed to environmental protection. He has used his enormous popularity to give a voice to one of the most urgent causes of our time, the fight against climate change. Through his foundation, he has donated millions of dollars to biodiversity conservation projects and has produced documentaries to raise global public awareness. In 2014, he was named a United Nations Messenger of Peace with a specific focus on climate change. A pure talent forged by determination, a career built with intelligence, and a powerful voice in service of the planet. Leonardo DiCaprio is not just a movie star, but an example of how fame can be a tool for positive change. Because actors, perhaps, are born, but becoming an immortal icon is a choice that is made every day. Thank you, and see you next time on Actors Are Born. See you soon!